Welcome to Tanzania, Africa, where we've come out to visit a Maasai Village. Our driver, Anton, Asante.
You're welcome.
Thanks very much for driving us out here.
You're welcome.
And Rajid is going to be our cook for this trip.
You're welcome.
And Eric is along with us. And we're here checking out these great kids and what a Maasai Village is like and what life is like out here on the great open grasslands. And we're gonna go inside and learn more about the Maasai. Well, we've just had a good little briefing in the Manyata, which is this little hut. Oh, and since we've been inside, the market has opened up, and we'll be checking that out. But anyway, so these huts, though often people think they're made of mud, they're actually made of a mix of cow dung and cow urine during the wet season, because that's the time that everything's pliable and malleable, and also the thatched roof can be made so you can actually find the leaks that are in the roof. And then the whole area here is called the Boma, which is the village, the Maasai village, and in the center there you see where they would keep the cattle. But right now, as you notice, there's a certain lack of men because they have the cattle out within a radius of, say, 100 kilometers around here to feed the cattle and to keep them alive, and they're out camping right now. And the fascinating thing about these manyatas is the women build them. It takes them about a month to do so. And they move not seasonally, but as over the years, as the time dictates, they will pick up and move off to another part of Africa around here. And one more thing I was going to say. Oh, this is the southernmost reach of the Maasai here in northern Tanzania. They come down from as far north as southeastern Libya and through the Sudan and even parts of Chad. But anyway, we got a really good briefing and we had a nice look inside. It was too dark to do any video, so if you want to see that, you got to come out here yourself. Check it out. Bananas are a big market here in the trees. There goes some bananas, freshly harvested, off the market. Go see some more about this banana business. It's hardly a scientific analysis, but bananas trees don't necessarily seem to have seeds of their own, but instead they have a spawning offspring, much like this, and it grows up next to an old banana tree here like this, and you get a spawning offspring. And in order to give it a better chance to live, more nutrients instead of the soil that's already been used here, they replant it somewhere like that. And then it grows up, and you get a bushel of bananas, much like this, which is still pretty young, has a long ways to go still. But we're starting to learn more about bananas, more than I've ever known before. From the banana farm, we're just continuing up the hill. We've had a little stop at a little stream to cool off a little bit. But here we see, of course, a cell tower, which hasn't been there before, but also the unique baobab tree, which has a pretty fascinating fruit. We tried a little bit earlier, and it's kind of sour, but an interesting texture. And there's some green land where they're growing the rice, and they have a lot of irrigation to sustain that, and the dry grassland, brown out there in the distance. And it's kind of nice that the sky is starting to clear a little bit, breaking the overcast. Wow, here's a big one, a big baobab tree. That's pretty cool. Well, our little climb up the hill is blessed with a pleasant view. Again, the baobab tree right in front there. And then the Rift Valley, originating well south of here and splitting off. What country does it split off at?
Malawi.
In Malawi, you get two branches of it.
Yes, you get two branches of Malawi border of Tanzania.
And then this is the eastern branch.
Yeah, this is the eastern branch with the center.
Is the center one.
Yeah.
And the baobab tree, which you see here is massive, is basically the cactus of the area in that, like a sponge, which is why the trunk is so big, it holds a lot of water. And in which national park? In the Tarangire National Park, elephants are known to take their tusks and thrust their tusk into the tree. Is that right?
Yep.
Yeah. And then they carve out a chunk of the tree, and they put it in their mouth and they suck on it and suck the water out of it. Well, it's to the elephant's own demise, really, that they do that, because poachers then had been known to hide in the holes that the elephants created to wait for the elephant to come by to dig another hole to poach the elephant. Of course, that's all been outlawed, and though poachers are still known to hide in those trees and use that to hide from the rangers who are trying to keep the elephants safe and keep the poachers from poaching the elephants. But really a remarkable species of tree. Another fascinating plant of Eastern Africa, the sausage tree. Not so much used for consumption by people, though it's said that the secretions from that is good for a stomach ache. But baboons like it quite a bit, and they're around here, though they never get quite close enough for me to capture on film for you. But you know, we're just cruising the village here, and there's a baboon, or monkeys in the tree. It's Africa, after all. Back down into the banana plantation, and back to the truck. Well, Eric, I would say that was a pretty good first day.
Good first day. Very good.
Anton and Rajid are great guides, and this is home for tonight. We're doing 2-day safari on the Jeep, camping safari. Safari, of course, in Swahili just means to travel, or travel. So that's all we're doing. We're just traveling from Moshi to very close to Ngurungurung. We had the Maasai Village visit, went up to the banana plantation, and then up on the top of the hill to see some of the baobab trees and to get a nice view of the grasslands and the wetlands, the greenlands, basically, the irrigation system that keeps it all very green, and then a lot of the villages along the way. So now we're going to kick back, take our shoes off, and chill out for a little bit, and dinner's coming up.